basketball team. You know, I mean, they're much improved. I watched them on film and knew it would be a battle. They are really well-rounded. They can attack and score. They can spot up and shoot. They can score in the post. They rebound well and they defend well. So that's usually a pretty tough combination. You know, we didn't have our best shooting night. I think the disappointing thing is we let our shooting not fuel our defense, our intensity, and we got out-rebounded by 16. I think if we knock down a few more shots, maybe we get a few more of those rebounds, and we have to have that opposite mentality. If we're not shooting well, we've got to really buckle down even more defensively, even more on the boards. So, you know, that's how this year's going to be. I mean, we're going to be up and down. We play a lot of games that are, you know, 50-50, even teams, and we've just got to find a way to win some of those games.
It was just a case of, because I don't want to say live by the three, die by the three, but the way you guys have been making them, that's really what's kind of carried that offense and opened some other things up for you guys. And then today with that's not falling, it's really hard to open up other things as well.
Yeah, I think so. You know, I mean, I think, I mean, you look at the first half, though, we shot 33s, even at 23%, and we're up 2 at halftime. Second half, you know, we only shot 18. So, you know, if we shoot 63s, do we win? I don't know. I do feel like we've tried to give our girls the green light and the confidence. Even second half, we were still shooting, but we looked indecisive. We looked like we were questioning those shots a little bit more, and we definitely want to stay away from that mentality. So I think that's part of it, but, I mean, we still put up 84 points. That's enough to win the game. I felt like we couldn't really stop them no matter what we did, and when we did, we couldn't get a rebound. So I'd say that was probably more the deciding factor.
Not only were they athletic, they seemed like they were just very long. How much did that just give you guys trouble at both ends, because it was just a lot of arms and just length giving you guys a lot of problems?
Yeah, I thought especially them offensively and on the boards, it gave us some problems. I mean, they really were able to go after offensive rebounds and get defensive rebounds. You know, they didn't turn us over too bad. Really, a couple turnovers, but you know, you expect the pace we play, you expect 11 turnovers. But I think more on the boards, and really, I didn't think that they really had that many challenge shots. You know, I thought most of our threes, except for three maybe of them, were really good shots. So part of those are just shots we hope to hit. But they did have a little length, and maybe that drove us off the line a little bit further. You know, you're shooting 6-8 inches back, that affects your shot too.
What were they able to do? You mentioned them getting the glass. Defensively as well, they really kind of made things a problem for you guys to get really good second chance. So you got a really good amount of offensive boards. It's just turning those into making them pay, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of those possessions, we got 2-3 offensive rebounds kicked out, you know, shots maybe that we normally have a pretty good chance to hit, and we missed 2 or 3 of them in a row. But a couple times, you know, we did that and we made shots. So I thought our offensive rebounding I wasn't too disappointed with, and we got 15 offensive boards. That's not really too bad, but it's our defensive rebounding that's really affecting our success.
When you have these breaks, you got another one, a longer one coming in a month. Is it easier or more difficult to get everyone focused? Because all basketball is their own focus, but they don't have that routine that they kind of get out of that they're used to for 3 months.
Yeah, I think it's a little difficult, you know, when you get out of school and you don't have that routine that you're going to class and going to practice. You tend to sleep more, watch more TV, those sorts of things, which I think negatively affect you. But, you know, I feel like our girls do a pretty good job. I mean, I don't feel like they were, you know, in La La Land today or you know, didn't have any intensity. I mean, I feel like they were battling, but I do think, you know, we just lost a little bit of our swagger with not shooting the ball early, and we had a hard time getting it back.
Another elementary day, loud day. Mm-hmm. Good to get them used to playing in an environment where it is going to be loud for 40 minutes, since that's what March is going to be like up there.
Yeah, absolutely, and it helped here. They were cheering for us, but you know, I think you can feel a little added pressure too in front of all those kids, and you know, you want to. You know, those kids may be looking up to you, and you want to kind of impress them and have a good outing. So, but it was a really successful day. I mean, the administration worked like crazy, all the volunteers to make this day happen. Of course, all the schools and kids that came. So it was a fun experience.
Just a case of shots not falling early and just kind of carrying over the rest of the game today.
Yeah, that's definitely something we'll have to work on, is picking up our intensity when our shots aren't falling. Seems like in the previous games we've strived when our shots fall, and our intensity is high in defense, so that's something that we'll have to work on.
What is that team able to do that makes them so successful offensively? Because they shot a pretty good percentage. They seem to get, even the contested shots, they seem like they were throwing in at times, especially down the stretch.
I think they have a good offense. They set really good screens, and I think once we decided that we were switching everything, that was something that was a good idea for us to do on them. But yeah, I think they were just shooting well tonight, and we weren't, so it's just unlucky for us and lucky for them.
When shots aren't falling, do you sense some hesitation maybe a little bit? Because it seemed like you guys are still coming down and getting good shots. It just seemed like there was maybe a few more extra passes instead of that crisp one pass and a shot look.
I think we were trying to be more aggressive and attack the basket, and if the kickouts were there, we just need to be able to step up with confidence and knock it down. I think towards the end of the game, we were shooting with a little more confidence than towards the second and third quarter. But again, that's something we'll have to work on.
What kind of problems did their length present? Because it seemed like at both ends that was giving you guys some issues today.
I think it was just they were very athletic. We fought with them though. Towards the end of the game, we started to get more aggressive in the second half. We knew that in order to compete with them, we were going to have to use our athleticism as well to compete with theirs. So I think it was just a mindset for us to get into to be able to overcome their size.